Hi, Capricorn. I'm Joe Philmine Tarot here to read for your tarot and oracle card readings. Excuse my shyness, I'm not used to showing my face on screen, and it was a challenge to get your video up, quite frankly, because I was dealing with I don't know, for some reason I was just feeling angry, and then that's for the past couple of days, and then the camera refused to start, so I had to get someone to fix that, and we had to keep troubleshooting and troubleshooting. So finally, I'm able to put out your readings. Hopefully, everything goes fine. And so let me begin. First off, before I start, I want to thank those people who actually subscribe. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for your likes. I really appreciate it. I mean, I'm starting off and, using my intuition, trying to put these readings forward, and I hope it helps you, as much as I can. And I guess as time goes on, you get better and better, right? At picking up your energy, okay, Capricorn? All right, so let me put these videos out. So first is Capricorn, and right now we're trying to see what shadow energy you could be working with, that spirit wants you to, work with, improve upon. So let's go. All right, spirit. The cards have been shuffled, but let me go ahead and shuffle them again. They've been cleared. All right, so spirit, thank you. What shadow aspects does Capricorn have to uh, work with, you know, for the month of March 2023? You know, what shadow aspects may come up for work, right? Because you always have to work on something. So let's see. Usually I show my hands. I don't know if I explained this before, but my nails, as usual, it's a battle. All right, so one card, please, for it. All right, so let's see here. One card. Ooh, all right, that shot right out. We have wistful expectations. Wishful expectation, and yeah, there you go. Um, Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. So it's possible that you may not be seeing things clearly. For those, it might not be you yourself, Capricorn. It could be you, or it could be someone in your life. You're not really quite seeing things clearly, or maybe you hoping that something is not what it really is. Yeah, false beliefs at the bottom of the deck. Um, Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations they confine us to. Yeah. So, wisdom, knowing more about yourself and what you're trying to not see, or you're trying to maybe hide about yourself, you trying to bring these false beliefs up to the surface, what you might think about yourself or about others. All right, so let's see, because it's in your Akashic records, right? To work, to deal with these sorts of shadow aspects of yourself that you should always work on. So let's see, what does the your Akashic records. What does your Akashic records have to say about this? What should you use? What what in your Akashic records will help you? Let's see. All right. So let's shuffle. Give it a couple shuffles here. The cards have been really stiff to work with. It's taking quite an effort. to shuffle. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Mm. Too many sticks. Just one card, please. Okay. Ooh, too many. Then you just take one card, but the divine physician came up. So that something is coming up for healing. Maybe has to be cut out, be removed, hopefully in March. All right, let's see what comes out here. We have initiation and the Count Saint Germain. Well, I see Saint, yeah, reflection is at the bottom of the deck. So, oof, yeah. So, reflecting on yourself because with 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is conflict. Oops. 5 is conflict, right? And we're working with Saint Germain. So let me look because this card doesn't come up too often. Hope you can see that. But anyway, um, so number 14 talks about um, standing among the pillars within a beautiful temple. Ascended Master Count Saint Germain sends his light and energy to 4 people who stand before him. This card represents your initiation. It is more than a change or even a transformation. It is nothing less than your movement into higher revelations of power, insight, and achievement. And the time is now. So it is time now to work with who you really are. What not really the shadow aspect, even though I guess through the shadow aspect, through working through your shadow, you'll be able to merge into who you really are. And Saint Germain saying the time is now. Some loss of low vibrational relationships, job, or activities may be required in order to lift you into new heights and power that awaits you. Yeah. Your initiation can be aided by but can be aided by meditation and study as well as connected to the ascended masters with whom you have worked for century upon century. So Capricorn, you're also all right. So all these, yeah, if you look, Saint Germain, he's in purple, right? And to me, purple signifies using your higher mind, right? Your third eye, opening up your third eye and connecting to the ascended masters to ask them for assistance in order to see what you need to clear out or what you need to remove from your life in order to ascend. Ascend meaning to remove a lower vibration, lower vibrational energies, or remove or bring up those relationship that you have that is what they call lower frequency, lower vibration, addictions and toxic energies. All right. So let's move on to what energies you have to work with in order to deal with this, right? In order to not deal with, but to work with this. So here we go. Let us shuffle and see what energies you have to work with, Capricorn. So let's see here. Hope the light might be too bright. I'm not too sure. I don't want to have a white out here where you can barely see me. All right. So what energies that you have to work with? One more shuffle. All right. Let's go to that. One card, please, Phil. Thank you. Thank you so much. So what energies can help you work with this? What energies can Capricorn work with in the month of March 2023? Professional assistance. Yeah. Professional assistance. You may need to ask for help. You could ask for help from family members. that you think may know more than you, may be more wise. You can seek psychiatric help if that's an issue with your mental health. You may seek help from, some kind of spiritual leader. Could be someone from your church, or you know, I have a little bit of aversion to church, but um, somebody you know that has a lot of wisdom that everyone goes to for advice, and also for calling for help from your ascended masters. Yeah, because there's a decrease in, I don't know if it's some kind of emotional issue. I'm seeing like the water escaping from that person's hands. So it's like it's being poured out of you, like being released. Because look at the land around, it's quite dry, right? Mm. Okay, so what is the soul? How can the soul work with these energies for the month of March? How can the soul work with these energies in the month of March, Spirit? Thank you. How can the soul work with these energies? Yeah, one more shuffle. There's a lot of resistance. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance. Um, mm. Okay, so we have difficult road, spirit of perseverance, being prepared for great things, walking the hard path in life. All right, please don't kill the messenger. But it's not going to be easy. Okay, it's not going to be easy in order to do this, of course, right? Life is not meant to be easy. But if you have something difficult within you that needs to come up, you are not alone. You have help. You have people around you. You have your spirit team in order to help you. Because once you do this, it could lead to marriage. It could lead to union. So, say for instance, you have some kind of discord or some kind of argument with a friend, and they disconnected from you, for example, and or your friends keep separating from you. Make friends, and you have always have some argument about the same topic, and they will always you know disconnect from you, as I said, or they always ghost you, you know because you feel like you can't communicate, because it's a confrontation. You're always having some kind of confrontation. So this will be a difficult road in order to change that, to find out what is it within you or that person that you're dealing with that makes it so that it is so difficult for them, maybe emotionally or whatever you're dealing with. But you're dealing with difficult emotions in March. Okay? Let us go into any additional things that may come up for you in March as well. So you'll be working on some really some deep soul work, some deep inner work. And believe me, you always come out better on the other end. Trust me when I tell you that, huh? Trust me. All right. I've been through many a difficult road, I can tell you. But you always come out the wiser, stronger, right? With help. I always ask my spirit team for help. Okay? All right. So let's go. Let's see what else is coming up for you. All right. One more shuffle. What else can be showing up for Capricorn in the month of March? Thank you to God, please. Okay. Yeah, a lot of cards came out, but it's talking about conflict within from the past. So this is past stuff that you're dealing with. Um, oh, and one that I didn't see. You have your guard up with the Knight of Wands. You got it. You got your guard up. Very defensive. Mm, okay. Mm, okay. Two came up together, so I'll take them. We have the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Mm. I think it'll be important that you work, you know, this month from within. Even though you are getting guidance or advice from, wise teachers, that could be even on the internet, YouTube has a, a bountiful resource of wise people. For example, Eckhart Tolle, Sadhguru, these people can help you, but it talks about blocking out the outside noise with the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, blocking out the the outside noise, and working within. You see how she's listening with, she has a light within her, and she's like listening within and kind of blocking everyone out, but she's working internally at the same time. Okay? But her guard is still up, right? Her or him. Okay? So let's see what else. Let's see what else here with the vice versa tarot. So you'll be defensive this month because maybe once you're working with clearing out lower vibrational energies, clearing out toxicity, when it bubbles to the surface, it's like it's not a pleasant experience, but it has to come up in order to be cleared, in order to be dealt with. Okay? It cannot stay buried for long. Remember, it has to bubble to the surface. It's like oil and water, dirty oil, like crude oil, for example. Say that crude oil, it's black and it's in the water. And if it's in the water mixed up, you can't really see it to remove it. But once it bubbles to the surface, it looks really gross, but you have the opportunity to clear it away. Okay, so I hope that analogy helps. All right. Let's see. Two more cards. All right. Let's see. Two more cards this way. You waiting to hear back from someone, maybe, or maybe you're waiting to speak to someone. Mm. Or you have to make a decision about someone coming in to see you, or vice versa. Okay, two cards, please, for it. That person may show up for you in March, maybe. All right. Ooh, something had ended with the Ten of Swords. Painful ending. But this ending happened previously. It wasn't something that recently happened because, okay, let me get the card out. Okay. Okay, so there's a strength card. It could be a Leo that you were speaking with or somebody with Leo in the chat. You see how this guy is sitting out looking at the Ten of Swords in the armor. He had an armor on and he took the armor off and he's looking at the armor like, it's like stepping out of your skin and kind of looking back at yourself and really reflecting on things, doing the inner work, looking at something that has ended as if you're outside of it. And, pushing forward. It could be with a Cancer, moving away. I see this kind of moving away from negativity. I see that that it could be a Cancer that's negative, or it's just moving away from negativity. And you need strength in order to do this. You could have Leo in your chart, or the person could be a Leo. So yeah, so it's a lot to work with this month, and the time is now. The time is now to sorry. The time is now to deal with these energies, Capricorn, or deal with someone in your life that's particularly toxic. Okay. All right. So, what is advice the spirit have for you? Is you have some hard work to do, but you're not talking. You're not listening to someone who has not been down a hard road. You know, I've dealt with feelings of anxiety, anger. You know, being in situations where there was a lot of toxicity around me. So I'm quite familiar of, you know, attracting that kind of energy towards me with the way how I thought and all of that stuff. So I quite understand that. And it's a time of privilege, I tell you, because when you look back at it, you are a different person. So what is the message from spirit? What's the message from spirit? Thank you. Red garden and tiny triumphs. Self-esteem. 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 So it could be that the person you're communicating with or yourself see themselves as much bigger, like they pump themselves up. Maybe they have a big ego, seeing themselves as much grander than they really are, looking down on others. Um, and with red garden, I'm not too sure what red garden means. I'll have to look that up. It speaks about being grateful, noticing the simple pleasures of life, right? On the sky glows with pink petals, and the ground has turned to a luminescent blue. The woman finds great peace. Oops, I don't know if you can see this because, all right. The woman finds it'll clear up. The woman finds great peace um, in being one with nature. So going out into nature, that helps to calm the mind and helps you to stay present, because when you're present, it's like those intrusive thoughts and the overthinking and the negative feeling that come up within you. When you see you're looking up at the birds and you're seeing the wind rustling through the trees, and you hear the dogs barking in the distance, and like for a moment it kind of makes you calm from inside and gives you that presence of mind in order to go into situations again. So if you're in a toxic situation, this might not be you, it could be someone that you're dealing with. If you go into that toxic situation and again you're confronted by a certain negativity, it's good to stay present. Why? Because you are observing that person and observing yourself in interaction. It's almost like being like this guy. It's like removing yourself, and it's like looking at yourself in the situation. It's kind of a weird feeling when you do that. You should learn how to master that, because it's very, very interesting, because they are not able to trigger you when you're consciously in it. Like if you're unconscious and you are only thinking about bringing your point forward, okay, she's going to say this or he's going to say this, and I'm ready to counteract. No, you listen to them, you watch, you look at what they're saying, you're seeing their mouths moving, and you actually, like, you're almost stepping out of your body, observing the situation, right? And then as you react, if you do react, noticing yourself reacting to the situation is a very weird feeling, but it really helps you to notice what you're thinking, your trigger words, and then it helps to give you a better understanding about what is the issue within you, as well as of asking help from others. So without going too much deeply into it, well, I already went deeply into it, but without going too much into your time, it's already 25 minutes in. Um, I hope that you like the information and yeah, don't shy away from this. Okay, it's very important for you this month. And please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe if you like the information that you heard so far. Okay, thank you, Capricorns. Talk to you later. Bye.